Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel Global City Farmer. Today's video is about one very useful and easy to grow herb. It's a very traditional herb and it has a high importance even in medicinal books. Whenever I take lectures or take workshops on city farming, I always talk about smart usage of space, and especially when we are having limited space and limited sunlight in our city homes. So that time the smart selection of plants is very important, especially if you want to grow edible herbs and vegetables. Many herbs require very less sunlight and can grow very happily in even shade. So today's herb I am going to talk also is a shade loving plant and thrive very happily even inside the house. The name of this herb is Hadjod. This is a common name, it's an Indian name. It has also a Sanskrit name called Asthimaraka. Means it's Asthi means bones. So it is a plant or a herb which is used extensively for bone health. The English name is a very funny name. It is called devil's backbone. The reason you will come to know when you see how this plant looks. So today I am holding this herb Hadjod. You can see here in this plant there are joints which look like bone joints, or like how we have a backbone. But since it grows wild, it is also called as devil's backbone. Isn't it funny name? But a herb is extremely useful. It is medicinal. It helps in improving calcium in body. It also considered very good for repairing fractured bones. It says it heals the bones faster. You can go on the internet and read out more details. There are some pharma companies also make these tablets and powders which are ready to use. But I always believe if you have access to a natural plant or a natural herb, isn't it fun and easy to use the way our ancestors, our grandparents were doing? So today I'll be showing you how to take care of this plant and how easy it is to propagate this plant and maintain it. So let's begin now. Plant or Asthimaraka or devil's backbone. As I mentioned, it is a very easy to grow and easy to maintain plant. Now what happens is it loves to be in the sun and also it loves to be in the shade. So if you have access to a balcony window where you can keep it outside. Or if you do not have access, you can keep it as an indoor plant. Of course it will help in increasing the oxygen in your house, also adds the greenery. Also there is a nice way it can be grown even in such tiny pots, like how we have a succulent pot. So instead of succulent you can just grow it in our normal potting mix, and see how pretty this whole thing is looking. It becomes a nice home decor as well. So you can just experiment because it's an easy plant. I'll just show you how we can grow this and how we can propagate it. That is, if you find a friend who has the existing plant, it can just grow from a cutting and you don't have to spend 1 rupee also to buy this sapling. So let's begin now. So what you have to do, you need a small cutting of the plant. As you can see, this is my the original plant which from where I started all my propagation of this Hadjod. It continues to grow wild. And so take a cutting. You can see all these joints are nothing but nodes. So take one nice branch, a matured branch, or the branch which has grown bit wild, and just give it a good cut like this, just above the node, like this. Can you see this cutting? Like this. So from this cutting you can make 3 cuttings because there are 3 nodes, as you can see, and you can see this is actually a aerial root only. So you can put this in the pot, or you can going to put this end or this end. So I'll just make 2 parts in this, like this. Okay, so now this 2, and I already have one more cutting taken. Growing this these cuttings, we require a loose potting mix. Now we make our own potting mix using the layering technique. I'll be showing in another video how do we do the layering. So it has a compost, red soil, then it has ash, it has some more organic elements. It's purely organic soil and very loose, as you can see. See here, we don't use the clay or a cakey soil. Then just spray little water, just little, just to make it moist, and that's it. These are the 3 cuttings and we are just going to insert them like this. One. This is the second. As I said, this also has an aerial root, so we will just put that end, so it will be easy to get adjusted. And this is one. Any end can go inside. As you can see, I have put the 3 cuttings here, and soon it will start giving this way fresh leaves. That's the sign the rooting has happened and cutting has got adjusted. So depending on the soil, depending on the size of the pot, it will limit its growth. It has a capacity to grow wild, as I showed you. So the plant, the size you can decide depending on your size of the pot or the location of your plant. And the plant itself will decide how much to grow. So when in my tiny pot, it has a limited space, and I'm keeping it as an indoor decor. So as you can see how cutely little bit it's grown, but it's a healthy growth. You can see this beautiful tender shoot with leaves on it. So isn't it easy to grow this very useful and easy herb in the house? Today also I'll be sharing you one interesting recipe which you can make using this herb. It's a type of a chutney or a dip. Now since it's a medicinal herb, even little bit of this chutney if you can consume regularly, it will help in the calcium intake, also for your joint problems. And it tastes, believe me, very very awesome, adds the flavor to your meals. So I'll be showing what all goes in the making of this chutney. So let's start the recipe part. So for making chutney, the first step is to harvest the right branches of this plant. Selection of the branch is very important. Now you can see in this video I am showing 2 pots in which my harjod plant is growing. Now take a tender shoots, and also you can cut the branches which are grown very long. So what happens is plant gets automatically pruned. Yes, and then this way you will be giving it a cut. And then also the branches which are gone little out of shape or falling down, and the plant is not able to handle it, cut those branches, which will be using it for chutney. We do not use the leaves of this plant for making any kind of dish. Also the sharp edges, as you can see here, will be also removed when we use them in our preparation. Now this plant has a property of itchiness. So not during the cutting from the plant, but when we are using it in the kitchen or when we remove the sharp edges, best is to apply sesame oil on your palms and then do the scraping or cutting into small pieces. The another ingredient from my garden which I am going to take are fresh and fragrant curry leaves. See the baby plants in my pot. So plant is doing very well. It's producing lot of leaves. And here is my harvest, curry leaves and the harjod plant. Now we'll be putting oil on hand and do the scraping of sharp edges, and see how finely I have cut the branches. Also for this recipe you will need sesame seeds, red chilies, coconut, tamarind and little bit of jaggery and salt as per your taste. Then all these ingredients will go in a frying pan. In frying pan, use sesame oil, fry all the items individually except tamarind, jaggery and coconut. After that we'll be putting them in a mixer and just grind them coarse, and yes, our delicious chutney is ready to be eaten. I have shared the list of ingredients in the description box. Very important tip is to fry the harjod stems very well in sesame oil. This ensures the itchiness is completely gone and the tasty chutney is really awesome. So please give it a try for this useful plant. I have shown you how easy it is to propagate and how pretty it can look even when it's grown indoor and in tiny pots. It adds beauty to your indoor garden. It can fit very well on your office desk, children's study table, in your kitchen, or it just occupies a tiny space. As I said, it can grow very well in all kind of conditions. So definitely give it a try. Please leave your comments if you like my video, and also subscribe to our channel Global City Farmer. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. Do subscribe and press the bell icon for regular updates.